The Safe Space, a place designed for threatened individuals to feel at ease. But somehow, taken over by four knuckleheads who enjoy rambling at length, often incoherently, with the sole intent of making everyone around them feel uncomfortable. Join us as we observe this sad excuse for a social experiment known simply as a podcast.
What is up, my English-speaking comrades? You are in the Safe Space, and it is season number 2. Hope you're ready to get stimulated. I'm your party boy, Malesh. Join with me, the rest of the Safe Space, DJ Pauly Z.
I'm not fully stimulated.
Well, you'll get there.
It is season 2, though.
Get ready.
Yes.
Marino.
Way to start.
What's up, guys? I am Marino.
And the one and only.
What's up, guys? I am Juan, the Juan and only.
Yeah.
So, you can see, things have been changed a little bit, but we are ready to go. So, Paul, I heard you had an interesting conversation with your brother David yesterday?
Yeah, so we were hanging out before the, we were hanging out at the Tin Caps game.
Oh, right on.
And so I guess, it wasn't yesterday, it was Friday. But get this, so he just bought a Super Nintendo, right? And he's playing this old WWF Superstars wrestling game.
Really?
And we're just talking. He's like, hey, did you see Jake the Snake Roberts just come into town? And it's like, yeah, I did see that. Did you see his documentary on Netflix? He said, I shut it off. So I was like, well, that's not a yes or a no. What do you mean?
Typical David answer.
I mean, he watched it, and then he was like mad about it.
Yeah. I said, what do you mean you shut it off?
He was Paul Reiser mad about you.
He said, I got sad. I said, you got sad? What?
I feel like David's always kind of sad, though.
He's like, well, because it's about his like rehab and addiction and stuff.
Right.
And it's like, especially when they got to the Scott Hall part, and then it's like,
Scott all died.
So then I started thinking, like, this dude got so sad he shut off Netflix.
Downer
And I was
David.
like, that I felt like that for a second yesterday, because this was on Facebook yesterday. I found a post come through my feed a couple of times. CNN reports Sylvester Stallone found dead in home.
What?
Yeah, I was
like a faux news report.
But it said CNN. It had a screenshot and everything.
No, there's been many a times where I've been duped by it too.
Yeah,
CNN,
I've seen that a lot of times
then
by you.
Will Smith's
son.
You
had that. I was like,
no, but it was like BNN or something.
Yeah,
like
right.
it said CNN.
CNN. But you're right. I've been duped so many times. We were just talking about the Ryan Lochte thing. Like,
right.
And then
that story was real.
Well, yeah, he made that one up himself.
He truly made it up.
Yeah.
And now this one, Jackass of the Week goes to Paul, actually, believe in it.
No, so the first thing I did was, like, I left Facebook. And I went straight to, like, Google News. I'm looking for a story.
I'm mad about Facebook.
And you couldn't find
And I couldn't find one. So I was like,
Exactly.
no. Which is funny, because then I had friends, like, quoting and commenting on it. Which is funny, because you did that with the Jaden Smith thing.
Right.
No, yeah.
I thought you were joking when you put
Juan
that.
really got duped.
Yeah,
I
he
saw
did.
a friend do it. I was like, come on, Gladio, what are you doing here, man?
And then,
all of a
Set
sudden,
you up for it.
Sad face.
yeah, it's all on me. Like, oh, Juan, I'm pretty sure he didn't die.
What's funny about some of those stories, when you go to click on it, it puts it to your profile, and when you go to delete it, it puts it back.
Really?
So you can't get rid of it.
It's like a virus.
So people start commenting, this was fake, this is fake, this is fake, and the dude's like, I know, but I can't do anything about it.
So then I had to
Check
make
your source.
a separate post by myself saying,
Saying-
hey, I know this didn't really
Here's your
happen.
friendly neighborhood Mexican.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
But
I
here's-
got duped.
But here's the thing. 2016 has been a killer of a year for a lot of people.
Right.
Like, just sticking with wrestlers alone, China died, Roddy Piper died.
Oh, Killer
Dusty
Like
Rhodes
Their Dad died.
Yeah, no, they died.
Mr. Fuji just died like a day ago. And then, not to mention R2D2.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a sad day
Kenny
for Juan.
Baker.
Yeah.
I can't.
I powered off for real.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it was like
For a moment.
in Juan's basement that evening. You build a temporary memorial for him.
Juan made 4 different updates about it. He did.
Well,
no, I'm not kidding.
The reason why I did it is because it wasn't
Follow
going,
Juan Cordero on Facebook.
It wasn't going through. So
Well, then it went through.
It went through 4 times.
There was like 3 pictures, different pictures though.
I've
like
done,
he went and found
I've done
different-
that if I'm sharing something on Spotify, like a song I'm listening to, and I'll go to post it, and then it'll say like error. So then I'll be
Yeah,
like, no,
do it
I really
again.
want people to
no,
hear
that's
this.
exactly
yeah.
what happened to me.
And then I go to my feed, and there's like, Paul must really like the Verve.
Right.
Your brother. Speaking of David, your brother did that one time with like showing like a Throwback Thursday or something.
Yeah.
And I commented on the second one. And I said, "Hey, that's all well and good, but did you need to tell us twice?" And he commented, "Oh, I didn't know."
That happens. That's so annoying for me. Like when I'll share it. Well, I'll share it to the wrong page. So it's like the Safe Space shares the Safe Spaces page. Right. And I only found out recently like how to change the timeline within Facebook. It's a very nifty tool if you actually know what you're doing.
It just makes them think that we really love ourselves.
We really, which we do.
Yeah, there's no denying that.
So here's the thing, America. We're all very gullible people. Let's take it easy. I mean, so many people are really dying. Let's not make them die earlier than they have to.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Adam Sandler,
So Will
Samuel
Smith's
L.
son is fine. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's fine.
and Sylvester Stallone.
I look forward
Will
to
Smith's
Rocky
son
10.
wasn't fine
right.
in Earth. What was it called? Earth. I was talking to you about it the other day.
Oh.
I can't believe I can't.
After Earth?
After Earth.
He's not okay there?
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember that movie?
No.
That was the Will Smith.
I only
James
remember
Smith.
good movies.
I remember
Not
the
good.
trailer. They had like flying bird suits and they were
Right.
jumping off the cliff,
Oh,
right?
jeez.
Diving.
It's like 3,000 years from now
Right.
when we all die of global
Not
warming.
good.
How come in the future the Earth always looks like prehistoric times?
Right. It looked beautiful.
I think I was rearranging my sock drawer that day. I missed
you
it.
missed
Got a
it.
heck of a
Darn.
Your sock drawer's on your floor, dude. Get out of here.
Yeah, I was rearranging it.
Right.
All right, folks, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. I hope you took the time to subscribe to our page. I'm your DJ, Paulie Z from the Safe Space.
That is correct.
So we've got a little bit of a party blowing up in here, but over in Juan's area, I hear you got something getting a little hot you want to share.
Getting a little hot.
Ooh,
What's getting
steamer.
hot? Well, if you guys are not really staying close to the news, the Samsung Note 7 is being recalled because apparently they're exploding while they are being charged.
How about this?
So, yeah. Boom.
Hot taters.
So at least it's not in your pocket. But aren't the Note 7s waterproof too? So you can just like dump it in a thing of water right after it starts to
fireproof.
explode, right?
Is that the same phone that Lil Wayne was wasting all that champagne on?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
Champagne porn.
But you know what? This comes in a great time that their phones are doing horribly because guess who comes out with a new phone next week?
iPhone.
The iPhone comes out with the iPhone 7 on September 7, 2016 of this year. It'll have a slightly larger processor. The iOS 10 will be on it for all the new 7s. It'll have a smarter Siri. But the only thing about
so
Siri,
it's a man.
I was gonna say, but can it make me a
Sir.
sandwich?
Sir.
It's a man.
Yes, sir.
Seriously, sorry, sorry.
But I was gonna
They
say,
dropped an eye.
We just lost half of our listeners.
can it
Sorry,
make me a
ladies.
sandwich?
We aim to offend.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Can it make me a sandwich yet? Faster processor, have an improved camera. It also has a sapphire glass, which is supposed to be less breakable, and then
So it won't light on fire?
right,
Is that
it's not going to light on fire, and a buttonless design. So it comes in a great time where Samsung's phone is going downhill.
Help me, Allah! I'm on
So
fire.
what we're saying is-
you're not on fire.
Steve Jobs is haunting Samsung.
From the grave.
Right,
From the
exactly.
grave.
Well,
You're not on fire.
They're both made in China anyway, so I think there's kind of some conspiracy going on there. You know what I'm saying?
Made
how would
a
I don't
Trump-
know.
How would Donald Trump say that? Where are they made in?
China.
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 He's gonna
Yeah.
lick everyone though. It's gonna be all right. He's gonna lick it, and we're
If
gonna
you're
be
the
fine.
most liquid company, Apple's got all that cash. It wouldn't be that hard. Sneak somebody in at night.
liquid
Right.
assets.
We're sticking with a little bit more of the like technology world.
I like
Facebook is adding a new feature
It's
to
Spanglish.
Messenger. And I know a couple of you guys don't have Messenger on your phones, but it's going to have the ability to share video while conversing with them. So basically Snapchat on so basically
but it's
Snapchat
permanent
on
now.
Facebook.
So-
So it's starting to come out
I'm trying
now.
to think. So you can't do that right now?
You cannot do that right now.
Okay, gotcha.
So is it live video or previously recorded video?
Well, you can do previously recorded video.
You can do
that makes sense.
previously
Like,
recorded.
it's like a picture.
No, that's how we send stuff.
No,
sometimes
but
to
what
each
they're
other.
saying is just like how Snapchat has
Gotcha.
their, live video going
Right, you
on.
hold
You'll
it
be
down
able to
and
do
send
that
it.
on the Messenger here very shortly.
Fascinating.
So Facebook
okay.
is getting into
That's what I
that
It
was
as well.
sounds like they're integrating FaceTime into it. Is that
For sure,
Ooh,
yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
pretty much.
all right?
Pretty much. I mean, but you can still do the same thing. You can do FaceTime, like FaceTime, quote unquote FaceTime on Messenger.
Right, you just have to call
So-
it a
Or
video
you can
call
do the video,
phone
or you can
call.
just do a regular
Guys,
phone call.
guys, all we need to know, it's all stuff that our moms will have no idea. What I mean, it doesn't matter.
Siri won't have a clue either.
My mom still doesn't know how to set her VCR clock. It still splashes 12 12 o'clock.
She hasn't found the duct tape yet.
Please,
Just go.
Junior.
Junior, will you come over please and fix this VCR? I don't know how to change it. Anyway, so a PS4, Sony will host a new event here in September, which we're in the month right now, and they're going to be revealing the new PS4, the one that will support 4K. Also, on October 13th, they're going to release the PlayStation VR, which is going to be $399. It's going to come with 50 games. Not going to come with, but there's going to be 50 games available on the first day availability. So a lot of people are worrying about that. Like, I'm going to get a VR virtual reality station, but okay, is it going to be one or two games?
What are you going to do with it?
Right. Yeah. But they really haven't said anything about the headsets that are included, because you can't do virtual reality without the actual headset. So they didn't come out and say how much they're going to be, or what the price range is.
What if you're like me and you have a VR that just collects dust? You still won't be able to use it for that, right?
Well, no, negative. You won't be able to use it.
That's what I thought.
I mean,
yeah.
come on.
I think my favorite part of all of this is just watching Juan hold his notes up. This is fantastic.
This is
He's
Sony.
prepared, man.
It's great.
This is Sony, dude.
Yeah,
Come on, they're trying to make
he's
money.
ready.
Legit.
He's got
But
it down to a T.
In June of this year, Microsoft announced Project Scorpio, which will launch next year. Scorpio will support virtual reality headsets as well. So they're going to come out with their new console that's out now. It's going to support the VR as well. So that's coming out here very shortly.
I do like that on my VR. When I turn on my phone, sometimes it says the latest update for your VR is here, and I click on it, and then I just don't do anything with my VR though. So I do like that they're always updating it for
it's like
newer
any new
stuff.
toy you get.
Right.
You're like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
2 months later,
This is a piece of crap.
Cool.
This is
Yeah.
old.
It's a
I feel
doorstop.
5 years old with the Tonka truck again. Like my mom's like, "Why don't you play with that Tonka truck?" I don't know.
Why is it in the driveway?
Yeah,
Get out of the driveway.
because I'm done with it.
He just takes off his VR and lays in the grass.
Right.
Last time I talked a little bit about comic books and how I'm behind, but recently my brother got me some comic books, and Batman has a new sidekick.
Really?
He's got a brand new sidekick, and like I mentioned before, the DC world is doing a whole new reboot. It's called The Rebirth. So he gets a new sidekick, and who is he? His name is Duke Thomas. And if you have read any of the comic books before, Duke Thomas has appeared in a new Armored. He was Robin for a second in the Future's End book, and he briefly became Batman's sidekick after Batman's son, Damian Wayne, who was Robin from the time, who was killed by his clone, the Heretic. So then he briefly became his sidekick when his son passed away.
I love the name, the Heretic.
The Heretic. It was
You hypocritizer.
no, it's because it's a clone. It's it's the opposite of everything that he believes
He's
in.
telling lies.
I thought it was the Old Testament or something.
We're in medieval times.
I mean, a lot of stuff that's going on in the DC world is kind of medievalish. I mean, the Dark Knight. We're talking about like the League of Assassins. They're very late.
Well, when they come out with a Joan of Arc comic book, I'll be the right
Joan
one.
of Arc. Oh, geez. But yeah, so that's going on. I've been reading some other ones. So if you haven't got into the DC new realm that's coming out,
What are you doing,
Rebirth, you need to go to your
What are you
local
doing?
comic book store and pick some comic books up.
Right, meow.
And I mean, you can come to the library and probably pick one of them
Right.
up.
Ooh.
If you're a friend. If you're a friend of the library.
We don't like our enemies here. No, you're an enemy of the safe space. Be gone with you.
But to end my segment of the safe space here,
He's leaving.
He's taking us
out.
down.
I'm walking right out that door.
Getting out of here.
This is the season of new shows coming up.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I already know one. I already know one. you're
Miles,
like-
what show are you waiting for this?
Very funny that you bring that up today, because the show I've been waiting for the most actually was released on Netflix on Friday, and I watched the first episode of it, Narcos. As well, I am also looking forward to Longmire, which is absolutely spectacular. Started out on A&E, they canceled it, and then Netflix picked it up, and they're in season 5, and I believe this is going to be the finale of that series.
Right.
It's fantastic. I highly recommend.
Netflix jumps on those when they see that there's a potential with a show, and then it does great, and they know fans are going to be all over it, and it gets canceled. Netflix is right on top of it.
And they do such a good job producing and directing
here's the thing:
shows.
Netflix doesn't care about ratings because they've got other shows you're going to watch. They get paid on subscribers.
No, yeah,
Right.
So
that's what they're doing. They're just trying to pick up those 17 people for another 17 subscribers.
They know, whether it got canceled for ratings or not, they could put it and just add it. That's content for them.
For sure. Yeah. So, Paul, what shows you're waiting for?
Oh, The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Juan, shut up with this question. I'm going to answer
what show are you not waiting to finish my sentence on?
There you go.
That's funny because that's on the top of my list because I want to know
who did Negan kill?
It's on the top of my list.
Who is Negan going to kill with Lucille?
Yeah,
spoiler. I don't even know.
I've seen an article where it's like they explained how it could be plausible for each character,
right?
And then at the end of the article, it's like nobody knows.
Who wrote that? A fanboy in a basement,
right? Exactly.
I mean, okay.
Well,
for my money, I think it's Eugene.
I think Glenn might die because he does get killed by a bat. And remember the scene? There was a scene where they're all like in this trough and they had their hands behind their back, and what's the name was about to hit him with a bat, and that was like a nod to him in the comics actually being killed. But now here comes another bat scene.
We just gained 10,000 listeners,
and now another bat scene comes up, and who knows? Maybe Glenn, they might just do right to the comic book. And
what if he didn't kill anybody? It's like a red herring.
Ooh.
Oh, what if it's a heretic?
That's like a Scooby-Doo vibe.
I don't know how to do this.
Okay, I just have to jump in and interrupt.
That was a Mexican's take.
That was Mexican.
I have to interrupt everyone right now.
What's that?
I have an update with nothing to do with this. So Texas scored a touchdown with 2 minutes left to take a 2-point lead. Notre Dame blocked the extra point and took it back for 2 to tie the game. It's going to overtime.
Yes.
Of all the weird...
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry, I wouldn't have jumped in there otherwise, but that's just ridiculous.
Now back to The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Now hurry up back to gain our listeners back.
All right. So
Walking Dead.
Here, Adam, show you.
Okay. 2 words. Gotham.
Yeah.
That's 3, Adam.
What?
How do you spell it? G-O-thumb. So I got into, we were talking about Hugo Strange.
Right.
You were kind of getting into
I haven't finished the season yet. I stopped like 2 episodes
as it got weird with Hugo Strange, and it does get weirder and weirder.
Look,
but it's
his
still
last name is Strange.
No, and so that's fair. But I'm excited just to see what direction they go. That is all.
Right.
Yeah, so here are some shows that I'm waiting for this fall. Walking Dead comes out October 23rd. We have American Horror Story that comes out September 14th at 10 p.m. Marvel's Luke Cage on Netflix on September 30th.
Fascinating.
Gotham on September 19th. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on at 10 p.m. I couldn't find the date on that. I think it's a Tuesday. The Flash on October 4th at 8 p.m. Arrow, which is getting really weird for me, October 5th at 8 p.m. And The Big Bang Theory starting back up, which I heard a little rumor that Kaylee Kuko.
I thought this was last season.
No. They're gonna do that. Place is making that. The show is making so much money.
She's not gonna.
She's not gonna. I think it's another one of those you got duped kind of thing, and I wasn't gonna click on it to watch the whole thing. But the headline was Kelly Kuko's not coming back for the next season because she exposed her lady parts on Snapchat.
He's talking about her boobies.
Yeah, her boobies. I was going to say another word that starts with a T, but I know you can't say that word.
I thought Snapchat goes away, guys.
Yeah, well, people still see that.
Screenshot it.
And The Big Bang Theory comes out on October 27 at 8 p.m.
Here's what I love about Snapchat. I sent a Snapchat to someone the other day, and I got a thing back saying so-and-so screenshotted. They're like, does that make you feel bad then? Like, because the other person knows, and you're like, I didn't mean to. Or like, just funny how, Snapchat,
the younger kids actually use the screenshot as likes. So if you get one that gets snapshot a lot, then that means they liked it.
I had 7 screenshots.
They're just trying to say that they liked what's going on.
Big pimping.
So that's what they're doing.
So apparently you've got a lot of like middle schoolers following you.
No, I just talked to a lot of middle schoolers.
What?
I think at this point we just go into music, or
Yeah,
like
sure.
You made it weird.
Let's get away before we get arrested.
yeah, let's hurry up.
You made it weird.
All you middle schoolers, go ahead and go to bed. The rest of you, we'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, thanks for watching, and make sure you watch us. Ugh. Fucker. Hey, folks, thanks for watching. Continue to listen to us on 95.7 on Fort Wayne and the. Oh, fuck you.
That's not part of it. It's not part of the deal, Juan.
On Fort Wayne. Hey, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Continue to watch us and listen to us on 95.7 FM Fort Wayne, Indiana, and listen to us on the TuneIn app. Thank you. If you don't have a grill at this moment, you're probably going to be one in line buying one for tomorrow for Labor Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my favorite holidays. No, not really. But Labor Day always throws me off because if it's Labor Day, why aren't we laboring?
Right.
It shouldn't be a no-hour workday. It should be like a 16, 20-hour workday.
Double shift.
Yeah, it should be a double shift for everyone. We should be working our butts off on Labor Day. But I do enjoy it. Tomorrow, I really don't have much going on. Probably going to see a couple of you knuckleheads, unfortunately.
Right.
But growing up, I always would go down to see my family in Cincinnati, watching fireworks on the Ohio River. That's one of the greatest firework displays I've ever seen in my life. It's a great time. So, you guys got anything going on tomorrow?
I'll be busy putting away my whites.
Right.
You can't have your whites out after Labor Day.
And he's got a lot of tidy whities.
A lot of
Right.
whites. A lot of browns. Used to be whites.
That reminds me of this one stand-up comedian said that sometimes not being aware of your surroundings can get you in trouble, and he's doing laundry, and he's at the laundromat, and it's kind of on the wrong end of town, and so he's going along, he's got his laundry going, and he accidentally mixed his tidy whities with some of his red shirts and like green and whatever. And as he's opening up the door and he lifts out his tidy whities, he shouts because he's upset, "Oh, you coloreds!" And he said, "That's not the thing to say."
You are wrong, sir. Very, very wrong. How about you, Juan?
I don't know, man. Probably just sitting around doing it. We probably cook something.
Sitting around not working.
Yeah.
I know that.
Well, you make me
No,
something
I'm off.
tomorrow. I dig it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to catching a college football game tomorrow night. Going to be a big one. Ole Miss, Florida State. Top
yeah.
11 matchup is going to be a good time. So with it being September, nothing makes me more excited than the fact that football season is back. We are only, Thursday of this next week is going to be the first NFL game.
And what's that game?
It's going to be Broncos-Panthers rematch of the Super Bowl.
Rematch, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
it might be a little boring because the
Yeah.
Broncos quarterback situation ain't going to be the best.
Yeah.
Crazy. Cam Newton is going to have a field day, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their situation's like as bad as the San Francisco 49ers situation right now.
Well, I'd say the Broncos
I don't know.
are better.
Yeah,
So-
they've at least got a good defense.
In terms of
though.
publicity,
Everything
it's
was going
not
on
as bad as
with
49ers.
everything going on with Colin Kaepernick, and whether you agree or disagree, and then on top of it, he's not the starter.
His hair is
So-
ridiculous. He's already ugly enough, but that hair.
So now backup
insane.
quarterback Colin Kaepernick takes a stand while sitting down. Like,
or kneeling. He takes a knee. That's all he'll be getting in for during the game is to take a knee.
and now watch the memes.
He was
Yeah.
practicing. He's just
Lord.
practicing.
Can I get a crying Jordan face on that?
What I'm really wondering, his socks with the piggy cop hat.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious. You can buy those in stores, or do you have them
know,
custom made?
like,
That's
anything
kind of what I
nowadays.
want
There's
to know.
no way he bought, like, he physically bought them from a
Right.
place. I
Right.
mean,
That's
His mama made him for
is there a
him.
new
That's
store?
beyond
Get Yourself
basic.
Killed. Is
Yeah.
that the new store in
Yeah.
the mall?
Piggies, piggies.
Yeah, it's next to Sears. Come see the
Oh, little
the Get Your
piggy.
Killed side at Sears.
Don't take a white girl in there. Oh, speaking of that, you know what September is though?
Uh-oh, Starbucks.
It's Basic Bitch Awareness Month. Yes, Starbucks did bring back their pumpkin spice
They will-
mocha / latte / everything.
this time.
So how far are we off from Han Solo season?
It is approaching
same
quick.
time.
Yeah.
We've got a few. Yeah,
So,
it's
The
it's the end.
vest.
So you have the pumpkin spice. Everything comes back in the beginning of September.
Mm-hmm.
I say Han Solo time starts like end of September.
Okay.
I would say about that.
Yeah.
You got to get a little
Because
bit
you
more
got
chilly.
the boots,
Yeah.
you have the black pants
Yeah.
that are extra
just
comfy
jeans.
and extra
Yeah.
warm.
I was going to say we got to explain to our viewers and listeners what Han Solo season
so
is.
are we starting at the bottom?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Go
We
for
start
it.
from the
Freestyle.
bottom, then
Freestyle.
later we can say where we are at, which is here.
Yeah.
So you
Give me
start
a
at the
visual.
bottom, and that's the boots.
the boots that come up past the shins. It's
Yes, they
like
have
not all the
to-
way to
they
the
have to be
knees.
knee-high.
Not like just Uggs.
just
not-
the-
riding boots.
right up to the knees. Yes.
like
for
what
sure.
you would wear like on a horse.
Yeah, they're riding boots.
Right.
Exactly what he said. Riding boots.
So then you have those, and they have to be like dark black or dark brown.
They could be
right?
brown or black. Yes.
We'll let it slide if it's a little bit lighter brown. And then the pants is the leggings are what you wear when it's just a bit chilly.
Yeah.
And you just need-
It's a bit nippy.
You need something more. So it's black pants. They're skin tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
You can see your whole figure, your whole physique from waist down. You can
Then
see every bit
you
of it.
wear like a white kind of
a lighter color.
long
Long
shirt.
sleeve. Yeah.
It could be a flannel. It could be. You know,
Right.
Okay, yeah, that is
trendy.
acceptable.
It's trendy
It is
now.
acceptable
With
for
a
the
dark,
for
with
the
a
ladies.
dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more episode 7 level.
We
Yeah,
give
yeah,
the
yeah.
ladies
Go
options
flannel,
that
yeah.
way. Then what the ladies do is they wear like a black vest from like Old Navy
Or a white, yeah.
or what are all the places,
Stole it from Marty McFly.
Yeah, Old Navy, Gap. Gap,
the Marty
super
McFly.
white. Anything super white, Banana Republic.
And what all these
Ooh,
ladies
Banana Republic.
none of
Good
the,
one. That's
none
a
of
good
these
one.
ladies realize that as they're wearing these outfits, and the ladies listening right now, you have no idea. You look like Han Solo from Star Wars from 1970. Like they don't
77.
realize it. They don't even realize it that they look,
They look
like Harrison
ridiculous.
Ford.
So, ladies, at right now, Google Han Solo and then girls, and then you're
and then
gonna
look at a picture of yourself
And
during
then
There'll
the
be a
autumn.
picture of yourself.
then go to images and you're
Susan?
gonna see you're probably
Susan's
on
in
there.
this. Yeah.
You're probably on one of these pictures.
Kelly?
Star.
Joanna.
Oh my
I can't
gosh,
believe
Jessica! I see you. You look just like Han Solo.
it. Yeah, I don't think Shaniqua gonna be on there.
There
but-
may be a few Shaniquas on
There
there.
could
Yeah.
be.
If she's white on the inside, it's acceptable.
That's the whole reason that
Carlton?
Kaepernick's taking that knee. So when Han Solo writes.
For Han Solo, right?
He's taking a stand. So
We have to take a stand for Han Solo because he died.
poor guy.
Spoiler alert!
Wait, I
Yeah,
didn't
that
see
movie
that.
came out a year
That's
ago.
not a spoiler. The movie came out. Yeah. Spoiler alert. You're not a Star Wars fan if that just ruined your.
No, for sure.
So quick vote around the safe space. What's more annoying, the fact that women look like Han Solo in the autumn, or that they're obsessed with pumpkin spice everything?
The
Because
fact that you used the word autumn instead of fall.
Right.
well,
And
no,
let's
because
take a
it's
new
to them
vote.
it's autumn. No, because we have to say it how they would say it.
Milesh is basic.
Autumn. Yeah, I'm white to you. I'm
I
white
knew
to
a
me,
girl
I'm
named
white to
Autumn
you.
once.
Basic.
Yeah,
She wore the Han Solo stuff.
I believe it. She was the prototype. So, Paul, what do you?
No, he said
dislike
what his
more?
vote was.
Yeah.
I kind of
Andre
agree.
3000's prototype.
No,
Is that
he's
what you're
calling
saying?
me out.
Miles is like,
he had
"Oh,
a
let's move on,
write-in
let's move
vote.
on." No,
Yeah, he had a
we're-
write-in vote. Miles, you lose. Miles lose.
The libertarian
Right.
vote.
Yeah, there you go.
Third party.
Yeah, he
So
went third party. Miles out.
You know what else around this time that speaking about the pumpkin spice thing, everything is pumpkin. They got pumpkin beer,
Pumpkin Cheerios.
pumpkin this and pumpkin that. It's like, you know how you enjoy a pumpkin beer? Throw it away.
Step one.
Step 1, open it up.
Yeah.
Step 2, empty it right out into your sink.
Right.
Don't
Which,
drink
let's
it.
be clear, that's different from Oktoberfest beer. It
For-
is-
no, yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't taste like pumpkin.
It's vitally
whatsoever.
important to know. But I took, speaking of the pumpkin spice Cheerios, I took a picture of that.
Yeah.
And I sent it to our friend Ashley, and I did it to, kind of
To see?
mock her.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my God,
Oh,
that's
that
the
looks
best thing
amazing."
I've seen all day."
Yikes.
Yeah.
Why'd they have to? They couldn't stop at pie. I was happy with pie.
No,
Just
I
pumpkin
love me
pie?
some pie.
I
Yeah.
love it. All right, all you basic bitches, we're back.
So we saw last year around this time, I think, right, the NWA movie.
Right, straight out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton.
October, I believe.
Straight out of Options.
So, Jerry Heller died. So
Yeah,
he was
I saw that.
he was 75, and he was still
Gone too soon.
gone too soon. Not according to MC Ren.
Right?
He said MC Ren was the only one that I saw a quote from, and he said something like, "From God he was born, and from God he'll go to die."
Oh, wow.
Cool. You're
does
not
that
gonna
mean?
miss him, I guess.
Yeah. Cold-blooded.
And I was just kind of reading through some of the things, and he was still trying to do all these lawsuits from the movie, and just saying how he was doing music from 1960, and no one else ever said that he was a thief. So when they portrayed him, Paul Giamatti, who played him in the movie, was just really... He said, "Oh, I'm so hurt, and I'm so,
I'm so sad."
It was just kind of funny to see he's still trying to... When a movie like that comes, and the whole movie was just bashing him.
Right.
But,
So
and
he
then,
felt like he'd had enough history in the business to be like, no,
where,
come on.
Right.
yeah.
Did he file a lawsuit saying that they
against Ice Cube and
Right.
Dr. Dre. Both of those
Interesting.
guys. I think those two were the main on the screenplay.
Right.
They were the two names. I know Ice Cube for sure more
Yeah.
than anyone else.
Very involved with the production of the movie.
And so it was on him mostly, but so he just passed. And then I also saw something very interesting in California. Melissa Etheridge, one of my favorite gays.
The one where like she wanted everybody to come to her
Adam
window.
loves the gays.
Yeah.
He's an honorary gay.
Yeah.
Come to my window, that girl.
Yep. So the girl that sings "Come to My Window," which when I first heard that song, I figured a boy would come. I didn't know.
It'd be Katie Lang.
Right. I didn't know. I didn't know. Like Ellen DeGeneres was like, "I love that song."
Right.
I didn't know that, but now I know.
Kind of their anthem.
So she is doing something. You've all heard of Pepperidge Farms.
Yeah.
Okay, she's making
Delicious.
cannabis oils, and it's called Etheridge Farms.
Etheridge Farm.
How awesome is that?
I don't know if that's going to last just from Pepperidge
how
Farms
awesome
going
is
to
that?
say to them, no, that's way too close, and you doing it marijuana style.
Yeah,
I
how
no
awesome
bueno.
is that though, dude?
That is clever.
That's
crazy.
Point check.
When I read that, I thought it said Pepperidge just because my mind went there,
Right.
and so I guess there's like an oil. It's for arthritis, which
Yeah, of course.
that's fine. But it's just funny that
She probably
it's a
is
real
arthritic.
thing. It's real. There's no way I'm smart enough to make that up. Etheridge Farms.
Etheridge
I want to know if it's gonna have 2 packages.
Ryan says because she doesn't like sausage.
No sausage party for her.
Not Pepperidge Farms, yeah.
Right.
So we want to thank you for joining us here on season 2.
You survived.
You survived. You made it. So also from Colin Kaepernick to being basic to Starbucks to Pepperidge and Etheridge Farms. Fellas, safe space?
Safe space.
Game over.